Elena Danaan, thank you very much for coming to my channel again.
Thank you, Miyoko Sano. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to do a very short interview because Elena is coming to Japan in November 15th for a conference. So, Elena, how are you?
I am very well. Thank you very much. And I look forward to this conference. I look forward to come back to Japan. Of course, it's a beautiful country, but I really look forward to meet with the people again because the hospitality and the welcome really touch my heart.
So, Elena, how do you feel?
I feel amazing. I'm so happy and excited to be here.
非常にアメージングな気分です。ここに来ることができて嬉しいです。
Thank you. And everybody loved you so much, and they're all coming back again. Some people have work because it's not holiday, but they're very, very excited that you're coming back for us again. Thank you. And you have an announcement for the conference in November?
Oh, yes.
Announcement.
I have an announcement, and I was waiting for the confirmation from upstairs. Torhan Eredion, who is my contact and a high commander on board a battleship of the Federation, has agreed to connect with me during the conference. So he will connect with me when I will be talking, giving my talk. So I don't know at what moment, but he will decide, and he will give a message. And he will connect again during the Q&A section with Miyoko.
Oh, twice.
Twice.
Wow.
And I was waiting to tell this on this video for this announcement. And he will be able to answer questions from the public.
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Elena. Thank you. Thank you. I was just curious when you connect, with your device. I think you said you get very tired.
Yes.
Wow, very tired.
Because it uses its interference with my electromagnetic field, so it's a lot of my personal electromagnetism that is also keeping the implant working. So but after I'm fine, it's a good tiredness. I feel very good.
You don't need to rest or sleep or anything?
No. It's just I need to be quiet and rest for maybe an hour, and then I feel happy, because it's such good frequencies and good energies that it's a happy tired.
Happy tired. That's so exciting, and thank you so much, Elena. You're so kind with me. Thank you. So, everybody come to the conference.
Yes, please. And you know why Torhan told me that he accepts to communicate? It's because he said that in Japan, disclosure needs to be boosted, Oh,
really? Boosted? Why?
Because the Japanese need to know what is going on.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I have to get more people.
You're doing such a great work, a great job. You're amazing.
Okay, I asked you last time, but lots of people that really have been working hard for like 3 or 4 years, fighting with me, they know kind of what's going on. But some people who really just started to wake up, so they're very, very worried. Wow, this was happening, and these kind of things, and these, wow, and they started to get very afraid. And lots of people who are truth seekers are really standing up for this next thing that's supposed to happen in Japan. But I don't think it's going to be devastating. No.
No. Yes, I know what you are referring to. First, when you wake up to the truth, what has been going on in the world, people being used and manipulated by the deep state, it's scary. When I woke up to the truth as well, I was scared myself as well. But then you take courage and you understand that you can do something about it. So then you're not scared anymore. And regarding this event that was foretold to happen in Japan, I never had this information from my side, never. And I think, this is not going to happen. I believe it strongly that it is not going to happen, this catastrophic event in Japan. Sometimes you can be misled if you try to see the future from a point of view that was in the ancient paradigm. You can see something that maybe would have happened, but now it will not happen because things have changed, So I'm very confident that there is not going to be this event.
Okay, even if it happens, maybe it's not that dangerous, whatever.
No.
And I just got this message from the doctor that all the nurses are really now standing up. And really
good.
Against. So this is good, right? They're waiting.
Very good.
They're waking up in the medical industry. The actual people that were there doing this, the nurses. So that's great.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Also, Elena, thank you very much for that Paris Olympic interpretation, because I completely misunderstood about the closing ceremony. The golden Voyager that came down. I thought that golden Voyager was alien, and he looked like an insectoid to me. And I thought he was representing Lucifer, like the previous ceremonies. And in the end, everybody was, praising the Lucifer, but it was the completely opposite, you said. It was the Galactic Federation that came?
Yes. Well, at the start of the ceremony, the opening ceremony, they showed to the public everything that was going wrong with, the deep state. They showed the children trafficking with the reptilians, the undergrounds. They show all the woke agendas and Lucifer, everything. They showed everything to the public. But at the end, they showed the good thing, what is going to happen, the message sent by humanity to space that comes back with the Star Nations. And after the war and to get rid of the deep state, humanity is rising from, let's say, the ashes of the war. And the Star Nations are making contact. I was told and explained this by my contacts, because I was also explained that there are many organizations that have been infiltrated by the good guys, the white hats. And this is what has happened. The Olympic committees that was organizing the ceremony was also infiltrated by good guys. And that is a disclosure in disguise that happened. What is the best way to reach the most people as possible? The Olympic Games, the whole world is watching. So that's a great opportunity to pass on messages,
Yeah. So that really happened for the opening ceremony, and lots of things were exposed during the Olympics, and lots of people were very angry. But in the closing ceremony, it was like a appraisal for the victory of the light side.
Yes.
Wow. So that shows it's finished. The victory.
It is finishing. Yes.
But
because some have still a little bit of power, but it is finishing.
That kind of that shows, the closing ceremony shows that who has the power and who
Yes.
is in, who is winning. So that was nice. So you said the frequency of the planets is rising, and so you feel lots of love and light, you think? Or do you
The
start
frequency,
also
yes, the frequency of the planet is rising slowly,
Yes.
progressively. It cannot rise like this
Yeah.
because it will be shocking and damaging. So it's a slow process of transition. That's how it happens, So that is why all the people who say, oh, there will be a solar flash or an event that will rise suddenly the vibration of the planet. That's wrong. It cannot happen like that. It's a progress. And I can see it because I feel the energies are clearer and people now understand what is going on quickly, more quickly than before. And everything is coming up at the surface. And I really feel it, I feel it.
Yeah. So I don't feel anything. And lots of people are so afraid of these earthquakes and many things, but it doesn't affect my life. I think everything is going to be really fine soon.
Yes,
I believe.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the deep state, they are very talented to make you believe that they have more power than they actually do.
Mm-mm. So all these nonsense that we see on TV, you said throw them away, but lots of people watching the news, and sometimes I'm curious and what's going on on the TV, and it's completely opposite scenario. But do you think this is like Olympics as well? That there's like an infiltration and
The mainstream medias, yes, they are being infiltrated by the white hat as well. But at the moment, the feedback I have is that the mainstream media, like the television, is not in power of the white hat still. It's still controlled by the deep state, so they will try to use the TV to pass them their agendas and scare people. When you maintain people under fear, you have total control of them,
Okay. But these kind of politics that's going on, like for instance, elections and so on, they are, do you think they're all the original people? That they really don't know what's going on? That they're losing? That they're not desperate?
I think the politics in place, they are very aware of what's going on, very aware, and they are in panic,
Okay. They don't
I
show
have
panic.
Yeah. I have feedbacks from France that Macron is panicking. He becomes crazy and he's doing crazy stuff because he's panicking, And I think it's a bit like this everywhere where the politics.
Even Japan. Even Japan?
I'm not really aware of the politics in Japan, but if suddenly your leaders are doing crazy stuff, like trying to pass agenda that carry fear with people, it is because they know they are losing grip on the population,
So Elena, I would like to talk about a beautiful world. And do you think in like 1 year time, the world is really going to change to a very positive frequency?
As I say, it's a progressive movement, dynamics. I don't think it's going to change
Dramatically
from one day to another, dramatic, as you say. But in a year time, we will see already a difference. What I understand of what I am told is that the craziness of the leaders and the deep state governments is going to go more crazy, that people see it more. So people must be aware and not scared that the leaders are going to show their panic more and more and trying to scare people and pass agendas. Just stay quiet, be an observer. People must be just observers. And like you're watching a movie and just go on with your lives, That's all you have to do and not try to get caught in it. But Parallel to this, the world is changing for the better. New technologies are being disclosed slowly, and the world is going to change slowly. The White Hats and the Earth Alliance doesn't want a dramatic change to destabilize the economy, because if you bring suddenly renewable energies or free energy, if it's shocking, dramatic, it is going to destabilize the economy and harm people. So they don't want to do that. So that is why it takes time and it is progressive.
Okay. So they want to do it gradually. And
Gradually.
yeah,
Yes.
not like EBS or any shock, but really gradually. Okay. And that's why for us it looks a little bit slow, but it's actually, if I really pay attention, lots of things are changing and many disclosures are happening.
Yes.
I just saw the Redacted channel with Dr. Michael Sala, and these popular channels are all talking about the disclosure of UFO and aliens, and so it's going to be very interesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is going to be very interesting because it is coming out. Disclosure is coming out, And Thorhan Eredion, my contact in the Galactic Federation of Worlds, told me recently that he said to me, there has been a show to show you what the deep state is up to. But now watch the next batch of disclosure. High-grade military people are going to come forward to disclose about retro-engineered technology and programs of cooperations with nations.
And, do you know which country is going to be the center of disclosure?
I think it will be mainly centered in America, but other leading countries are going to join as well. I think England, France, and other countries that I don't know about, so it can be interesting. It is going to be interesting.
Wow, is it going to happen soon?
I think so, in the coming month, yes.
And maybe this year?
It's possible.
Maybe after the election.
Very possible.
After the election, I'm sure it's not going to be a Nancy Pelosi or the deep state side. I'm sure this time it has to be the side. I think.
Yes.
I think we can't stand any more of this nonsense, even if it's too stupid. So when this Trump side take the administration, I'm sure there's going to have many things are going to be disclosed.
Yes. Of course. And, Trump is supported also by Kennedy, who is really active in the disclosure and is like us, is on the good side. He's a white hat,
Sure.
So that's, I was told about the elections, the name Kennedy.
Yeah.
And I went, he's going to become president. Yeah. And now I see that he withdrew and he supports Trump. So maybe that is the key. Maybe it is because Kennedy is the key. He's going to bring that disclosure, maybe.
I see. Our planet Earth is going to be very beautiful, right? The water is clean and...
Yeah. You know why? Because the fuel industry will be history. It will be past. We will use on Earth only renewable natural energies, and also the technology of frill, drawing the energy from the ether, like Tesla was trying to implement. So the Earth will repair itself. The air will be cleaner. The nature will be more beautiful. And I have been shown, I have seen many times how the Earth is going to be. And my first impression is the air is pure. You can breathe and it's even a little fresh, like more oxygen, And it's the light, and also the light is brighter. That means the frequency is higher.
Good. And all the animals are going to be very well and vibrant.
Yes.
Wow. So you saw that future.
Yes, yes, yes. A few times I've been shown this future 4 times. Yes.
And, lots of people are sick now. And, many people. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, many of my friends have have cancer. And, but I'm sure even without med beds, with all these frequency rising, and we have all this natural power of ourselves. So there is going to be lots of cure anyway.
Yes. So I would advise to everyone who's sick not to wait for med beds. The med beds are going to come, but we don't know yet when. So please take your treatments, but also be aware that frequency can heal anything. So there is a technology available, which is RIFE, RIFE technology. And there are different companies who sell devices that you can buy and you put in your home, and there are frequencies to cure the cancer. How does it work? The device is going to emit the frequency of the cancer. And if you have cancer, when 2 frequencies meet, it cancels. So it destroys the cancer in your body.
So that's
that is right. Yes.
frequency. I think we
Yes.
also have those kind of not like I know Rife is very famous.
Yes.
I know about Rife, but it might not be Rife, but there is lots of devices that use frequency
Yes.
already in Japan, and I think it's going to be similar that you're talking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Any device that uses frequency to heal, please, that is the future. That these are technologies that are coming for the future. So if you can, I would advise you use that technology.
How about sound treatment using sound?
Yes, also. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So how about that one, the quantum healing thing that I got?
So I have been presented this technology. I do not know if it works. It apparently people are happy with it. So, I tried it for myself. I was given a device. So I'm going to tell the truth with my experience, which is my experience, okay? It's not the experience for everyone. It's just me. My experience with it is that when I was given the device, it emits a pulse. This is real, But because I have an implant that is a communicator with the Federation, and also that protects me, my implant shields me from any foreign frequency, it was interfering with my implant. And Thorhan contacted me, says, stop this, take this thing away from your body because it interferes with your implant. And he said, this device sends a signal, receives a signal from a satellite. He said a private satellite. So he didn't say to me it's bad, but it said I can't use it. So this thing, I can testify, it has a real mechanism that transmits a frequency. Okay, it's from a satellite, but probably the satellite owned by this company. So that's all I can say. So try it for yourself and see how you feel, and only you can tell if it's working for you.
It wasn't expensive, so.
Yes. So
how about that Deems device? Is that work? Does that work?
Deems device, it works. I have one. I've tried it. It works. It takes the pain away when you have a pain.
Okay.
It acts on your electromagnetic field. Now, I wouldn't use it to treat cancer. It's not effective enough. It is just something that acts in the electromagnetic field of the person. And I think it's great for healing pain when you have pain.
But I believe the power of consciousness is the strongest.
Yes.
We
You,
all have that power. We don't need any
yes.
device or anything, or we just use our own consciousness.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Technology is useful tool when you have difficulty to focus your consciousness, and you are very worried because you have a lot of worries in your life and you can't focus enough on doing meditation and develop the power of your consciousness. Then technology is quicker and is more effective. But all humans on earth, all humans, as you say, we have a tremendous power in our consciousness to modify the structure of reality and to modify our bodies. We can heal ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
We can project in from our mind on the wounded part of our body. We can project a healed template that we can superimpose on it, and it will adjust. The bad cells will just disappear, be disintegrated, replaced by a sane and perfect template. We
Is
can
that,
all do that.
So these people in Galactic Federations, in spaceships, the Pleiades, you have these med beds, but still you also use your own consciousness and your mind to heal yourself.
Yes, so they use the power of their mind to rebalance their energies and heal themselves. But sometimes they need technology. Sometimes they need technology because they have a broken leg or broken arm, or something more severe that is technique, mechanic on their body. So at that moment, they need when it's really emergency and they are knocked out and they're unconscious, and they need to, when you're unconscious, you don't have the power of your mind. You're just unconscious.
Traumas are also in med beds. Trauma.
Yes. Yeah, trauma. Yes.
There must be lots of people who have trauma from undergrounds.
Yes. My friend Myra, she's from the Federation. She's a medic. Mm-hmm. She was there in the team when I was abducted. Mm-hmm. She was part of the program of rescuing children from the undergrounds, And she said she showed me they were using med beds to treat also the psychological aspect as well as the physical aspect. And that's a good example because these children were traumatized. And you don't ask them to heal themselves with their consciousness. It's impossible, when that's a good example.
Yeah. Okay. So even those things that was put in could be maybe treated by frequency?
Yes. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's...
Yes. I think for the people who have read The Cedars, that translated in Japanese, I mentioned an episode when an envoy from the Intergalactic Confederation, the Cedars, his name is Tayel, he's an Altian, and he explained to me that the Intergalactic Confederation is broadcasting frequencies on Earth. They have been doing that constantly to annihilate the frequency of this thing, the harmful thing. So it's something very, very strong. It's a frequency that brushes the planet. So it's waves. Sometimes you hear a very high pitch coming from one side of your head and it goes through it very quickly. What was that? That is it. That is it. Yes.
So you can be effective even if you're inside the house?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's not chemtrail or anything. We don't see it.
We don't see it.
Okay. It's just...
We hear it. It's a high pitch frequency that comes like this.
That's done all over the world?
All over the world. And it is not a constant frequency. It is done by wave.
Wow, how lovely.
Intermittent, because it is very strong. There is inside a frequency, he said, a killer frequency that kills some little organisms that are in that.
Oh, yeah.
And so it is working also with the Schumann resonance, which is the electromagnetic field of the Earth, to be in balance always with the resonance of the Earth, not to be disturbing too much. They do that in harmony with the environment. But if you hear, everybody hears it. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people hears it. And that's it. That's what it is.
Well, so we should be very grateful, and so we really can be very positive. Very.
Yes.
Very. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Well, if you are presented another scary, campaign for this, a new this, it's better not to do this, because anyway, it harms your body, because anything that's in it is toxic. So please, in the first place, don't do it, please. But if you commit the weakness because you've been too much influenced, it's okay. Everyone can be influenced. It's not your fault. Don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty. It's not your fault. But if you have it inside, don't worry. Don't worry. There is this frequency that is acting.
Oh,
so do not feel fear.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wonderful. We need all these kind of very positive informations, because all the information is so fear-mongering. Wow.
Yes. So I advise people who haven't read the Cedars to
I have to read it myself again.
There's this event where this envoy comes into the office of High Commander Ardana on the Galactic Federation battleship, where Thoran works, and he says this, and I'm listening, and this is very important.
I kind of remember that now, and also I remember Alex Collier was saying that kind of thing as well in his webinar.
Yes.
Wow, that's really good news. Very good news. Wow. No, there's no worry, because I was really worried about these young people who got it. I felt very sorry for them.
Yes. So
a young couple who's going to have babies, but they're all going to be okay.
The frequency is not working at once. It's progressive. You need to be experiencing many times.
But that means you have the technology to solve all these awful things that happened.
I know. Well, it's toxic. People who are weak, they can sometimes, die from it, like old people or young children. Unfortunately, this frequency is working well, but it needs to go many times. They do it all the time. So it's like a cure, So
oh, wonderful.
It's helping a lot.
And also, so last question would be like, you're talking about this arc signal. But before we go into that, I was wondering, when these arcs are activated, there must be lots of technologies on board these arcs. So we can be able to use those as well, right? Not only the medbeds in the moon, but the arcs.
Of course.
Not just under Mount Fuji, there must be other arcs as well in Japan.
There are arcs all over the planet. There are, I think I've been told 32 or 34.
32. Oh, I thought
32. And they are from different civilizations. They have all technology.
It's 32. Not all countries have the arcs. There's more countries in the world. Oh, so Japan is lucky that we have arc in Mount Fuji.
Yes. And, we showed in May, in the first conference I gave in Tokyo last May, we showed the video that you took at Mount Fuji when we were with our friend Ryusuke, and we saw this UFO coming out of Mount Fuji.
But we got something.
何かは取れました。
それを今、we show it to them. お見せします。ちょっと暗くしていただいて、ページを。OK？ いろんな声が入ってたの、キャーとか、それは全部削除して。
The orb is a reflection. This is it.
これがそう、これがそうです。
この白い丸いの大きいの、この右上のちっちゃい方ね。
This is normal speed.
これはノーマル、通常のスピードで再生してます。
Here we can see a light, but we could see with our own eyes it was a metallic ship.
これ、光のように映像では見えますけども、実際は金属でできた宇宙船でした。
So, and Thorhan confirmed this was a ship from the Galactic Federation.
で、ソーハンがこれが世界銀河連合の宇宙船だと確認しています。
最近見る宇宙船って無人なんですけど、これはちゃんと銀河連合の宇宙人が乗ってる宇宙船だそうです。
So this is slow down.
これは速度を遅くしてます。
You can see the pulsing of the torsion field. Torsion field.
歪みのフィールドがそのパルスを打っている、脈を打っているのが見えると思います。
The pulse is due to the electromagnetic field of the ship.
この脈を打っているのは宇宙船の電磁場が理由です。
Thorhan told me that there is a base in the Mount Fuji, a base for spaceship.
ソーハンが言っていたんですけども、富士山にはこの宇宙船の基地があると。
And of course it protects the ark that is in it.
もちろんそれはその中にあるアークを守るためです。
Of course I showed this to Jean-Charles Moyen and he was crying.
これをジョン・シャール・モイヤンに見せましたけども、彼は泣いてました。
So,
Thank you very much. Ryusuke-san, thank you.
Rusuke,
Ryusuke, stand up.
thanks to Rusuke.
And also, I remember when we were driving to Mount Fuji, I started to feel a pulse. I was in the car. What is that? It was like, boom, 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 like this, like a sonar pulse. And I told you, and I said, there is an activated arc in the mountain. I can feel its pulse. And when recently I heard this Starliner incident where the Starliner capsule in the orbit of Earth was communicating with Houston on Earth, and there was this pulse coming through. I heard it and I went, that's familiar. That's like the pulse of the arcs. And then I asked Thorhan, and Thorhan said, yes, someone from the Federation was broadcasting this pulse. They were, it's in the program of disclosure to interfere with communications, And that was very, very interesting. And NASA tried to debunk it, they always try. And Thorhan told me they will try to debunk it, but it will be ridiculous. And it was ridiculous. You know what NASA said? They said, oh, it's normal. It happens all the time. It's interference in communication when we communicate with space. Well, I'm sorry. If you listen to the communication between the astronaut and Houston on Earth, the person on Earth says they don't know what it is. They say, oh, it sounds like a sonar pulse, but we don't know what it is. We will submit this to the team and they will try to search what it is. So when NASA said, oh, we know what it is, it always happened, they lie because, it's contradictory. Yeah.
Okay. So you heard these pulse.
Yes.
Wow. And so you feel that all these arcs are starting to activate.
Yes, they have started to activate. And this is very interesting because many people also hear this pulse if they live nearby an arc. And these special people who hear, if you hear this pulse, it's different from the frequency I just told you, that it's a high pitch that comes. The frequency of the arcs, it's like a heartbeat. Okay? It's like a heartbeat because these vessels are alive. They have living consciousness. And it's like the heartbeat, it's the magnetic field pulse of the heart of the ship that is pulsing. If you are a starseed from the Intergalactic Confederation, there are many on Earth, you will resonate, you will hear it. So everyone who hear a pulse like this, they may be starseeds from the Cedars, from the Intergalactic Confederation. This is wonderful, to realize that.
They're going to be very busy. These people.
Yes. Because all this technology you are mentioning that are on the arcs, once the population have access to these arcs, they have access to the technology that is in it. And it is fantastic. It will help humanity go forward like a jump.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so exciting. Wow. So thank you. That's all for today. The interview. Thank you very much. And okay, please say thank you to Sohan from me and Elena. Thank you very much for giving me your precious time again. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon in November. Okay, thank you.
Subarashi Nihon no Katagata ni Kokoro kara Kansha Shimatsu.